Returning to this venue for our art retreat in October was one of the most amazing things. Seeing this beautiful sunset happening and the gorgeous white building. So here's Valeria, my assistant, my friend, and some of the girls from the retreat walking to the beach, to the sea before dinner. It's just a 15 or 20-minute walk. And the sea is so peaceful, so quiet, so beautiful. On our way back, looking at the building full with light reminds me of that verse, a city on a hill cannot be hidden. As we are getting to our classes, you can see all the students where we set up that first day, the sun coming through the windows, the glass, and we had some fresh florals set up as well from the venue that we could paint from real life. We started with practice exercises, getting people warmed up, getting people excited about the idea of what we were going to be working on. So it was funny because one of our first meals, we had a birthday already that next day, birthday celebration. The venue made a cake. She was in tears. She was so excited to be honored that day, and it was such a joy to be a part of that experience with her, to celebrate in a space where you're away from home, you're not with family, and to be able to just come together as a group, have delicious cake, and commune together. So of course, then another class here, I'm demonstrating one of the floral paintings that we did and giving them an idea of how to add in that first layer and the second layer and so on. On the left here, you can see some paints that were donated to us by Winsor & Newton. I've linked those beautiful tubes down below so you can grab your own if you'd like. Bright, beautiful, brilliant colors that mix together in beautiful ways. You can see me swatching those paints here. But we had so much fun doing demonstrations before every class just so that students felt comfortable with the material and what we were working on. Of course, showing off some of this beautiful artwork that was already starting to emerge. We have students from different levels, and some people who have never painted before and other people who have been painting for a while, and it was beautiful just to have that whole group experience together. If you've never been on an art retreat before, there was something so just peaceful, relaxing, especially about being able to be by the sea, just painting as a group, going on fun excursions. Here we are going to our first excursion in Lecce, being able to see different spaces, try different foods, embark on this journey of just trying to get to know yourself and others a little bit more. So here's that center square in Lecce, a beautiful historical district where we walked around, had gelato, we had a personal tour, and it was fun just to get to know the space together. Now, we had been there the year before, so I was very familiar with the area. These ruins, also in that historical district, I missed them last time, but it was fun just to hear a bit about that history, what things were used for, and as the sun was starting to get a little lower in the sky, we had such a relaxed feeling. Of course, we did some shopping, and there were some amazing stores, including Zara, which I love, and we enjoyed just getting a few things, some souvenirs, had an amazing, delicious Italian pizza in the evening, and you can see how large that was. It was so fun to fill our bellies. And of course, the next day we were back to our painting sessions. We painted so many things. And for me, it's very important to have this mindset that we are not there to do perfect art. We are there to enjoy the process of painting. So I did demonstrations here as well. People gathered around if they wanted to. Some people worked on their reference photos from Lecce. Some people worked on the plan that I had for that session. And as we talked about art, we talked about making it our own, changing it into the way that we wanted to do it, using our own intuition. And here I'm having them do a bilateral sketch and just working on using those two hands together to involve both hemispheres of the brain to allow you just to let go, find some really good peace and relaxation. With art, we have this idea that it has to be perfect, but my whole philosophy is that you must enjoy the journey, not only just that end result. Of course, we were so lucky the next day we had another birthday to celebrate, and so another beautiful cake from the venue to celebrate this special occasion. I mean, who gets to have a birthday in Italy? I mean, unless you're Italian, not very often. So we were back at it with the demonstrations, and I wanted to give everybody a wide variety of different things to paint. So, of course, we did flowers, because that's my favorite thing. but we also did landscapes and foods, and we even painted a lot of our reference photos. I encouraged people to take photos of the places that we were going. We even painted from real life. Of course, you can see those bouquets that lasted all week. And just trying to find some joy painting the things that stood out to us, that we found to be peculiar and just special. Kind of documenting our retreat and our journey in Italy. Grottaglie was the next excursion that we went on, and this is a smaller space, a town. You can see the castle right there, that inner city, a beautiful artistic town where they found clay in the ground, and so they've been practicing pottery, ceramics, and then also we were able to visit this this art studio, this space where one of the local artists had put his heart onto the canvases. It was beautiful just to see the town walking around, getting a coffee, and then of course seeing that castle where we eventually went into later on. We split up in different places, little groups went here and there before we finally met together again. You can see some of the examples of the ceramics that we found in the local shops. Little puppies sitting around. And this one place in particular was just absolutely gorgeous. You could see every color of lantern and ceramic piece. Even these beautiful Christmas ornaments were quite an attraction for people. So then we're walking into the main city and got a little bit of a tour from one of our other tour guides here. This open space, just seeing everything. I wish that we could have seen it in the light. Wine tasting here. Look at my non-alcoholic wine made with vegetables, which was quite different, and I did enjoy it. So on to the next painting experience. A lot of people were excited to do some florals, but then also break out the reference photos and just start to put those into practice. Sometimes it's hard to know where to start, and that's what this retreat is about. Because there were different levels of experience, I was able to help some more than others. Some needed more help, some needed less, and I had a little morning break doing a little yoga. Now we went to a beautiful flamingo lake, little walk that was about 20-25 minutes away and just really close to the venue. And we were so lucky we got to see the flamingos, even though most of them were gone. Of course, it's right next to the beach too. So a beautiful space to get out, to have a little snack, to take a walk, and just to sit and practice some mindfulness, being present and enjoying the things we could see, smell, taste, touch, and hear as those things applied. Most of the group went with us on this excursion, and it was just nice to talk, to just be together, to be in this beautiful semi-chilly day with a little bit of a jacket on and enjoy that space. Now this was awesome because people at night still got together and painted, even when we didn't have class. Here's a little bit of a preview of the foods and the drinks that we had. We could make our cappuccinos every day, and we had these amazing breakfasts, lunches, and dinners that were just so incredibly flavorful, completely vegetarian, mind you. Now here's something that made my retreat unique. I wanted to get a journal for every single person so that we could start to have the conversation writing together about issues that affected us. Maybe it was grief, maybe it was trying to be more friendly or have forgiveness for others, but I had people take a little time, some space to write out some of their reactions and their thoughts about these concepts so that they would go home not only with more art under their belt, but feeling they were embracing growth and change. Delicious lasagna. So you can see some of the students writing in their journals, kind of putting those thoughts down on paper, reflecting on the day, the week, the year, and thinking really intently about how they want to make some different changes in their life because of this trip. Not because of anything that I did, but because they made the choice to be intentional. Coming back home can be difficult, but you can also find joy in any of those spaces. And that was the intent of these journals. Here we're taking a group photo in this beautiful space surrounded by windows. And I had to take a photo of the lovely group painting once again at night. This was not class time. Just going around this building, seeing the surrounding areas and the sun setting. So my friend Valeria, she's a professional singer, and she graced us with singing a few songs during dinner that night, and it was so beautiful. On the last day of the retreat, it was more of a free day to explore things around. We all kind of split up into different groups, and this is Porto Salvaggio. This is a beautiful space that a small group of us decided to go. We were able to get right into that beautiful water, and although it was frigid, it was worth it. It was kind of like a little cold plunge. Actually, it definitely was. But it was so peaceful and relaxing. And then we were able to take a bit of a hike, walking up these stairs. Of course, we had our packed picnic lunch, some beautiful sandwiches from the venue. But look at this view. After we were able to go to the overlook and just seeing the water, seeing the greenery, continuing on our hike until we got to a little bit of a castle point. We didn't have a plan. We just wanted to explore more of the area. You can see we got out a lot. Now, this was a trip that was on our own. It wasn't planned with the retreat, but we went on our own space just to explore Italy a little bit more, and it was well worth it. Now, while we were walking around, we came into the local town and we saw these beautiful cats. These cats were protected in this town, and so you can see that someone comes and feeds them. They have a little structured place for them to sleep. They were absolutely friendly. We're not supposed to feed them because they are fed in a specific way, and they are, like I said, protected, but they were so excited to have the pettings and the cuddles, and it was just a joy to just be mindful and observe them. Another beautiful view of this wonderful space. It was fun just to walk around. Sometimes it's great to go somewhere and not really have a plan, but just to find some little treasures along the way, which we definitely did. We stopped at this local cafe and we were able just to have a little bit of a snack, have some gelato, have some drinks, and sit, chat, and just relax. That was the point of this retreat, and we certainly did that on this last day. I loved this view right here, especially with the flowers here on the left. Absolutely gorgeous. And the water looked so inviting. We already had dipped in, so we were just there to observe. But being together, enjoying simple conversation, reflecting on the week, taking deep breaths, reminding ourselves what a joy it had been to get to know each other and to be in this space together. So we also had an amazing pasta making class that the venue put on for us. And we were able to make this homemade orecchiette pasta, and we were able to eat it in the end. It was a wonderful experience to come together as a group. And if you're thinking of a retreat yourself, check out my next retreat, August 2026 in Scotland. Link is in the description if you want to come with me.